Very, very exciting. I'm Gloria Moraga. This is made at Sac State, the video magazine, and we have guests on the set. Thank you very much, Professor Ann Fuller, for joining us, and we have student guests. We'll get to them in one split second. I just want to say you studied engineering, but then you got your PhD in business.
Yes.
And you just seem perfect for the types of things that we're doing now at Sac State in business and innovation. Please introduce our student guests for us.
Be delighted to. Thank you, Gloria. We have Jordan Cruin, who you just saw on the video, was on the first place team for the student competition from last year's competition, and also Wendy and BC, who was a participant on this year's team for the C Superb. And it happens that both of them are part of our undergraduate business honors program, so we're delighted to be able to blend those as well.
We're going to explain exactly what the C Superb competition is, because I will just shout out and say congratulations, Professor and students, that one of the headlines read, Sac State wins trifecta. We won first, second, third place in this very important, up and coming 21st century type competition. Right. Tell us what exactly it is.
Yes, C Superb is an organization dedicated to the education and research in biotechnology, which normally wouldn't involve the business school. But a few years ago, they decided to push forward and look at idea to product. So taking some of these biotech research ideas and trying to push them out into the marketplace. Well, to push out into the marketplace, you need the talents and skills of our business students. So I've been working on this for 4 or 5 years with Warren Smith and several of our other faculty in engineering and sciences. And over the years, we've developed kind of a process to develop these student teams that so far we like the success.
And it's so perfect to have you here, someone who understands engineering and someone who definitely understands business. Want to get to the students. Tell us, what was it like competing, and tell us how it was working with science students, and you're the business guy.
So it's very, very interesting here to get in a group of really creative people. But you have the business kind of perspective on the creativity here to kind of build that model around it. And then you have these wonderful creative scientists who've worked so hard to get this very novel idea in order to kind of come together at that very early stage where they're just finishing up kind of a minimal viable idea. And it's such a novel and innovative idea in our case that could have such a big impact in kind of the healthcare space and on people's lives, in order to kind of get into there and develop it from just this early stage idea into a couple viable pathways you could take, and then ultimately selecting one and presenting it in front of a group of industry experts that kind of can evaluate it, and then to do so well, it's just an honor to be able to kind of do that and represent Sacramento State in doing so.
And winning as well.
Yes, and winning.
And congratulations
winning is always nice.
on that. Wendy, tell us what your experience is like, and how did professors that you work so closely with prepare you for these competitions?
Yeah, well, my experience was very different from what I would experience in the College of Business, in a sense that the engineers thought very differently from the way the business students would think. They're more driven into building the best product they can build, whereas I come in and I'm thinking we need to build something that people would want to buy. And so being able to put those two together and coming up with a product that people would buy was my biggest takeaway.
And just some quick comments about working with our faculty and what your thoughts are on our faculty.
We have such a wonderful faculty here that are just absolutely so willing to help and down to earth here. I was absolutely honored here to work with both Ann Fuller and Sung Bok here, who's a professor of entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. They're both very helpful here. And then just the faculty we had supporting the more technical sides and the scientists here were willing to take the time to explain it to us, lay people, business majors, on what this technology does, and to kind of get us up to speed and to take the time, out of, their days. None of, I think, the professors, have to do these kind of competitions. So the fact that they take it upon themselves to kind of enrich our education is fantastic.
They're definitely redefining the possible. And Wendy, just finally, final words, faculty here.
Yes, I would say that, as we've heard, Dr. Fuller has an engineering background and a business background, and so she's very well-rounded. And on the technical side, I worked with Dr. Warren Smith, who's also very well-rounded. He's taken many innovation classes, entrepreneurship classes, and was able to therefore enrich me in ways that I was not able to.
And this is real-world experience, right?
It is terrific real-world experience because not only do they take these little ideas from the research lab, but they actually are required to go out and talk to potential customers that these products might potentially get into. And you talked about the faculty, but I have to at least say for the students, most of this work occurs in December and early January. So they're consuming a lot of their Christmas break, their holiday break, with this type of activity, and they don't have to do that either.
All right. We thank you all for being here. Congratulations on winning. Congratulations on everything that you're doing here to make us all so proud at Sac State. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Hey, my name's Joe Maluki. I'm a business major and I'm made at Sac State.
Hi, my name is Jae-Sul Song. I'm a business student and I'm made at Sac State.
For more on this story, visit our website.